The house had learned to be quiet. Not the peaceful kind of quiet that wraps around you like a warm blanket, but the heavy, suffocating silence that presses against your chest and reminds you of everything that is missing. Emma sat alone at the dining table, her fingers wrapped tightly around a mug of cold tea she had forgotten to drink. The clock on the wall ticked loudly, each second stretching longer than the last. It had been a wedding gift 32 years ago from her mother, who used to say, "If you can hear time passing, it means you're still alive." Emma wasn't sure she felt alive anymore. Her husband, Richard, had not yet come home. Another late meeting, another excuse delivered with practiced ease. Once she had believed him without question. Once his words had been enough. But trust, Emma had learned, does not vanish suddenly. It erodes, slowly, silently, like stone worn down by water. She had built her life around him, his routines, his needs, his dreams, and somewhere along the way, she had misplaced herself. That night, as the front door finally opened and closed again, Emma felt something shift inside her. Not anger, not fear, but awareness. And awareness, she would soon discover, is the beginning of freedom. Chapter 2. The Small Cracks. Richard walked past her without meeting her eyes. "Long day," he muttered, loosening his tie. Emma nodded. She always nodded. But this time, she noticed things she had trained herself to ignore before. The unfamiliar scent clinging to his coat, the way he placed his phone face down on the table, the exhaustion that seemed less physical and more moral. When he went to shower, Emma remained seated, staring at the door. She did not cry, she did not shout, she did not confront. Instead, she breathed. For the first time in years, she listened, not to his words, but to her instincts. Later, while tidying the living room, she picked up his jacket to hang it away. Something fell from the pocket. A receipt, a restaurant she had never visited with him, a dinner for two. Emma sat down slowly. Her hands trembled, but her mind was suddenly clear. This was not Betrayal's first footprint. It was simply the first one she allowed herself to see. Chapter 3. The Choice to See Clearly. That night, Emma barely slept. Memories rose uninvited, anniversaries forgotten, conversations cut short, affection replaced with routine. She realized she had been negotiating her own worth for years, shrinking herself to keep the peace. In the early hours of the morning, as dawn painted the sky in soft gray and gold, Emma stood in front of the bathroom mirror. She barely recognized the woman staring back. Her face carried wisdom, resilience, and quiet pain, but also something else, strength. "You are not powerless," she whispered to herself, and for the first time, she believed it. Chapter 4. Seeking Truth, Not Drama. Emma did not seek revenge. She did not want chaos or spectacle. She wanted clarity. Over the next few weeks, she observed quietly. She asked questions, not accusatory ones, but honest ones. She paid attention to what was said, and more importantly, to what wasn't. The truth revealed itself without drama. Richard was living a double life, not because Emma was lacking, but because he was afraid of facing himself. That realization hurt, but it also healed something deep inside her. She understood then, someone else's betrayal is never proof of your inadequacy. Chapter 5. Reclaiming Herself. Emma began doing small things for herself. She signed up for a writing class she had always dreamed about. She started walking every morning, feeling the ground beneath her feet, reminding herself she was real, present, alive. She reconnected with old friends, people who remembered her laughter before it had grown quiet. With every step, she felt lighter, not because life was suddenly easy, but because she was no longer abandoning herself. Chapter 6. The Hardest Conversation. The day Emma finally spoke was not dramatic. No shouting, no accusations, no tears, just truth. "I know," she said calmly, looking Richard straight in the eyes, "and I deserve honesty." Richard tried to explain. He always had explanations, but Emma no longer needed them. "I'm choosing myself," she said, "not out of anger, but out of respect." And with those words, something ancient and powerful awakened inside her. Chapter 7: The Aftermath. Leaving was not easy. There were moments of loneliness, doubt, fear, but there was also peace. Emma moved into a small apartment filled with sunlight. She placed her mother's clock on the wall. Its ticking no longer accused her. It reminded her. Time was still moving, and so was she. Chapter 8: Becoming Whole. Months passed. Emma published her first short story. She smiled more. She slept better. She learned to enjoy her own company. She did not become bitter. She became wise. She learned that love should never require self-erasure, that loyalty to others means nothing if you betray yourself. And most importantly, she learned this: it is never too late to begin again. The message. If you are listening to this story and feel a familiar ache in your chest, if you are doubting your worth, questioning your reality, or shrinking to survive, hear this clearly. You are not weak for staying. You are not foolish for loving, but you are powerful the moment you choose truth over fear. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop fighting for someone else and start standing up for yourself. Final words. Emma's life did not end when her marriage did. It began, and so can yours.